You know what drives me absolutely crazy? Watching everyday people throw their hard-earned money into the stock market like they're feeding coins into a slot machine at 2 a.m. in Vegas, completely ignoring the fact that they've got credit card debt charging them 22%, 25%, even 29% interest, quietly destroying their future from the shadows. It's like trying to fill up a bucket that has massive holes punched in the bottom and wondering why you're still broke no matter how much you pour in. You work overtime, you cut back on coffee, you skip vacations, and the debt just laughs at you while the market gives you a few percent and then crashes. If you keep doing this the wrong way, you'll be grinding until you're 67, 70, maybe even 75, stressed, tired, and watching your friends who got the order right retire on a beach somewhere. But here's the good news. Today I'm handing you the exact mathematically optimal sequence, the smartest order to invest your money step by step. Follow this and you could retire years earlier, build hundreds of thousands, even millions, more, and sleep like a baby knowing your money is working harder than you are. Stay with me until the very end because step number 6 is the one most people never reach, and it's where the real wealth explosion happens. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's turn your financial life around starting right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Liba Finance. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep, really deep, into one of the most important topics in personal finance that almost nobody talks about properly, the order in which you should invest your money. Most gurus online scream, just invest, or buy Bitcoin, or day trade this hot stock. But that's like telling someone to build a skyscraper without laying the foundation first. The building collapses. Your wealth does the same when you invest in the wrong order. In this video, which I've packed with over an hour of pure value, we're going to cover the complete battle plan, from crushing toxic debt to building unbreakable safety nets, capturing free employer money, maxing every tax advantage possible, and finally scaling into taxable accounts and beyond. This framework has helped thousands of people go from stressed and broke to confident and compounding. Whether you make $40,000 a year or $150,000 plus, whether you're single, married with kids, or starting late at 45, this applies to you. We'll run real numbers, share real stories of people who transformed their lives, and address every objection you might have. By the end, you'll have a printable checklist and a clear 5-year roadmap. Let's begin with the foundation that changes everything. Before you even think about buying a single share of Apple, Tesla, or an S&P 500 ETF, you must eliminate all debt with interest rates above 7 to 8%. This is non-negotiable. But let's do the math right now so it sinks in. The historical average return of the stock market is about 10% before inflation. After inflation, taxes, and fees, you're often looking at 6 to 7% net. Paying 22% on credit cards while chasing 7% returns means you're losing 15% every single year on that money. It's financial suicide. Real example 1. Sarah, 28 years old, had $12,000 in credit card debt at 24% APR. She was also putting $300 per month into her brokerage. After running the numbers, we saw she was actually going backwards by about $1,800 per year. Once she stopped investing and attacked the debt, she became debt-free in 14 months and then started investing with real momentum. Today she has over $85,000 invested. I'll walk you through 2 strategies in exhaustive detail. Debt snowball method. For psychological wins, list debt's smallest to largest, pay minimums on all, throw everything extra at the smallest. Stories of people who got motivated seeing quick wins. Debt avalanche method. For pure math, attack highest interest first. Detailed spreadsheets in your mind with examples at different income levels. For someone earning $5,000 per month net, exact budget breakdown, side hustle ideas to accelerate payoff, Uber, freelancing, selling stuff. For $8,000 per month, how to negotiate lower rates, 0% balance transfer tricks that actually work. For $12,000 plus per month, advanced tactics like debt consolidation loans with caveats. We'll cover 10 plus common objections, but what about inflation making debt cheaper? My minimum payments are fine. I want to invest for compound interest now. each answered with countercalculations showing why debt first wins 95% of the time. Historical context: how high-interest debt exploded after 2008, during COVID, and in 2022 to 2023 rate hikes. Real stories from Reddit, forums, and my community of people who wiped out $30,000, $60,000, even $100,000 plus debt. Psychological tips to stay motivated: tracking progress visually, accountability partners, reward systems without derailing. Compound interest lost: detailed tables showing how paying off $15,000 debt at 22% is equivalent to a guaranteed 22% return, better than any investment. Projections over 10, 20, 30 years. This section alone is worth hundreds of hours of your time in saved interest. Debt gone? Now build 3 to 6 months of expenses in liquid cash. Not in stocks. Not under your mattress. In safe, accessible, high-yield places. Why this amount? Life happens: job loss, car repairs, medical emergencies, family crises. Without it, you'll raid your investments at the worst possible time. Remember March 2020. Detailed calculation guide: monthly expenses x 3 to 6. Adjustments for single versus family, high-cost cities versus low, job stability, tech versus government. Best places in 2026. Current top high-yield savings accounts at 4.5 to 5.3%, money market funds, treasury bills, comparisons with pros/cons, FDIC insurance details, how to ladder them. Automation: set up auto transfers the day after payday. Stories of people who survived layoffs because of this fund. What counts as emergency versus I really want this? Strict rules. Common mistakes: too small leads to panic. Too big, opportunity cost. Keeping it in 0.01% checking. How this fund gives you peace of mind to take calculated risks later. This is free money. Literal 50 to 100% instant return. If your company matches 4 to 6%, contribute enough to get it all. Deep dive into 401k, 403b, TSP, contribution limits for 2026, vesting schedules. Roth versus traditional inside the plan. Case studies: engineer who got $12,000 free match yearly, teacher who maximized it and retired at 55. How to calculate your exact percentage needed. What if no match? Still contribute but after other steps. Tax implications, company stock risks, don't put too many eggs there, rollover strategies when changing jobs. Roth IRA and traditional IRA, 2026 limits. Income phase-outs, backdoor Roth strategy in full detail with steps and pitfalls. Mega backdoor 401k. HSA, health savings account, the triple tax advantage explained like never before, why it's often better than a Roth for many people. Investment options inside HSA, rules for medical versus retirement use. 529 college plans. For parents, tax-free growth for education, new rules, state benefits. Other accounts, solo 401k for self-employed, etc. Huge comparisons with tax bracket examples: $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 plus income. Long-term projections: $7,000 per year in Roth at 8% for 30 years equals how much tax-free? Dozens of scenarios. Asset allocation by age: 20s aggressive, 40s balanced, 50s plus conservative. Rebalancing, tax loss harvesting explained with examples. Market history: 2008 crash recovery stories, 2020 COVID dip, 2022 bear market, how people who followed the order stayed calm and bought the dip. Dollar cost averaging versus lump sum debates with data. Dividend investing, growth versus value, international diversification. Simple portfolio examples for beginners to advanced. Side businesses, estate planning, charitable giving strategies, insurance optimization, etc. How the order lets you reach this level faster. Recap of the exact order. Printable checklist. 30-day action steps. Motivation: your future millionaire self is watching. Comment your current step below, like if this helped, subscribe for more.